Hey, we are back for another live cursive writing, and I wanted to kind of go over what we've done the last couple of times. So, the first time we did this, we wrote the alphabet, and then we wrote A, B, and A, all the combinations of the whole alphabet with A, and then with B and C and D. And then the next live, which was our most recent live before this one, which was last week, we wrote E and the letter combinations F, G, H, I, J. And that was when I started to just combine just the vowels and the more common letters like J, S, and the vowels. And that worked really well. So we'll do that again today with some of the letters that are not as common. We went all the way through N last time. So if you weren't here for that, you can go ahead and watch the live before this one. You can just click on my channel and then you'll be able to find it. And today we'll go ahead and get started with writing O's and their combinations. So as I have mentioned before, I apologize that these lives are not a little more polished, but if you prefer something more polished, you can certainly go and watch my other videos. I have a lot more content that way that is edited and more polished. Oops. And sometimes I do make mistakes. So I appreciate you watching and bearing with me, but as I've mentioned before, this practice, you may not see the letter combinations very often, but it is good to go ahead and practice. That way you can get the muscle memory. And sometimes you come across words. If you're a little farther along than this, I did just post a video of spring words, and I can add that to the description. So if you'd like to check that out, you certainly can. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. There we go. J. That way you'll be able to see it a little better. And if you do enjoy watching these lives, I do typically try to be here around noon on Tuesdays. So if you would like to join me more often for that, you certainly can. If cursive practice is something you're interested in, and writing cursive in general. And also, of course, my letters are not perfect. Like that one is a little messy, but you can still tell what it is. So some of your letters will not look perfect either, but the practice will help. Now I'm going to just focus on writing more so that I don't accidentally skip letters. Because as I've mentioned before, I certainly can be talking too much and miss things or skip whole letters, but we want to make sure we're getting them all for the practice. All right, now we'll go ahead and go to letter P, and we'll do kind of more of what we did last time of the vowels and the more common combinations. And Q. Guess we'll do QUA, QUE, because that's what we typically would see. Thinking, I don't know if there is a QUU. I don't believe there is, but I'll go ahead and put it there anyway. Um, R. R is a little more common, so we'll do more of the letters. Right. The letter S. Do that one again. We'll go back to doing it the way we did with the vowels for T. Well, we should do a few other ones as well, but those are some common letter combinations. And then U. And then we'll do the vowels again with the letter V for the more common combinations that we would see in our everyday words. We'll do a Y and an S. Alright. We'll go ahead and do W. We'll go ahead and do the more common ones first, the vowels. Oops. And W H W S. And why don't we let Y be the last letter that we do this for? So we'll go ahead and do the vowels as we've done above, because that's how you would more commonly see Y. All right. So as you can see, we went ahead and wrote through the letters O all the way through Y. So if you've watched all the way to the end, thank you so much. And let's practice more. I do try to be here on Tuesdays live. So if cursive writing is something you're interested in, maybe check it out. I will not be here next week, but there will be plenty more content you can watch on my channel. So thank you so much for being here. And you have a wonderful rest of your day and keep up the cursive practice. Thank you.